one solution that was always on the table when companies evaluate their social performance are ESG ratings. And the ESG ratings have some issues as well. I don't know how much you're aware of the spread of the ratings. You may know that this chart where a rating in one company here, Sustainalytics, and the rating in another one, Refinitiv, it's now called LSEG, where is completely different. You can have a 10 here at Sustainalytics. These are all Swiss companies, by the way, and you're all the way down there at Refinitiv. So it's really not the same. There is actually research on that. The most recent one is the most impressive one here. Again, uses Sustainalytics as benchmark and shows all the other ratings compared to the Sustainalytics rankings. And that gives you already a hint that Sustainalytics is really the gold standard. But the distribution of all the other ranks is just devastating. For a 0 at Sustainalytics can have any value more or less from -4 to +4 in the other rankings. So there's really not a lot of commonality. 2/3 of the cohort think the ESG ratings will not converge.
It's a money-making machine.
It's a money-making machine. Yeah, how does it stay a money-making machine? It's a good question. How does it stay one? Can you imagine what happens if they would convert? It would not be a blue ocean anymore. These are companies that all want to make money, and they want to make money with different things. And that's an important thing. Yeah. I listed some of the rating agencies that they had in that research paper. Now, ISS was born with the proxy statements. That's why it's called the proxy advisory. And proxy statements contained compensation information of the executives. So ISS really just worries that things are done properly at the governance level. They don't worry much about the environment and social. Of course, they list that too. But their major focus is good governance. And then we have two ratings that are quite strongly environmental. Sustainalytics, they have more of a social mission. Standard & Poor's doesn't really have one, originally, but they bought companies, Trucost and Rebecca Sam, that were very missionary. So we have two ESG ratings that are very missionary. The next two, LSEG and MSCI, they just focus on shareholder value. So they use ESG in its original idea, namely to identify risks for investors so that investors can get better returns. This was the original idea of ESG. It was not doing good. So we have, complete mix of missions between those companies. Then different in method. LSEG is purely numeric, where MSCI, again, has judgments involved to help investors make better returns. When you look at additional ESG rating, there's even one that is focused on SDG benchmarking. That's nothing to do with investor returns. So you see that these ESG rating agencies, they have very different business models. They can never agree. It's impossible to agree. That means you cannot use ESG ratings for your performance statement either. I mean, you can use it as advertising in your sustainability report, but it will not help you credibly communicate to outside parties that you're doing something good.